I did it! I did it! I completed a Herkyed goal, and that was to read the #1 book in my birth year, and that book was Misery by Stephen King. I don't read Stephen King. I have some problems with Stephen King, so I was not totally looking forward to this. Now, I have heard this is one of the best ones, and people really love the movie. I've never seen the movie. Kind of want to now, because I've also heard the movie's very different. Overall, this was fine. I'm not a thriller horror person, though, so just bear that in mind. I did think it was very suspenseful, but the prose sometimes I felt was really choppy, and maybe it was how the narrator was reading it, but usually if the narrator's reading it choppy, it's because the text is choppier. And it just might be a flow of the rhythm of how it's supposed to be read that just doesn't mesh with me as a reader. But it was fine. I was really scared for Paul, and I scared of Annie. I thought that was really well done. What I didn't like, especially, is at the end of the book, when he's trying to make his grand escape, I'll say, and he gets the upper hand. And he does this thing, and this is why I don't like Stephen King books, is there's suddenly a sexual context to things. I know it's not actually sexual, but it is inferred that way. It is written that way. And it's a bit grapey in the sense of him like shoving this book at her and telling her to suck his book. And I'm like, that felt so unnecessary in the moment. It felt completely out of left field. And this is what Stephen King says. The same thing that happened in It. That was really unnecessary. And I don't like that. And that's why I don't really read Stephen King all that much, because somehow it just out of left field gets in there and it makes me uncomfortable, and I don't like that. Overall, though, the rest of the story I did like. I do want to watch the movie because people have said it's different than the book and it brings in more characters that you don't get to see too much, because this book is fully from like Paul's, perspective, his mental state and deterioration from torture and kidnap, So I do think I want to watch the movie. But for me, it was bleh, but I have completed that Herkyed square. Yeah!